I'm gonna revive a literal ghost town into a utopia. Last time, I barely escaped the nether alive, with just enough eyes of ender to keep the challenge going. But now, I got a different approach. So I'm gonna get enchanted gear. But the problem is, the village that I'm in is practically extinct. Could I revive this village while crouching? I also put a ton of work in this video, so... My first goal was simple, to trap the villagers safely. I built a small house for them, but transporting them was way harder than I expected. I found the first villager, easy, but the second one was nowhere to be found. I spent the whole day looking for the villager, wondering where he might be, but fortunately, I found the villager right on time. But I soon found another challenge, transporting the villagers. I tried ringing bells, shoving them inside, but it wouldn't work. They would even escape. It was very frustrating. I was so angry, bro. And if one of them dies, it's over. It's clear that these two were not getting along. So I shoved them one more time, and it worked. I checked again to make sure they're fully their end, and it was a success. Our second goal was to repopulate these villagers. So I went on, I wanted them to, do the thing. Come on, bro, why are you so shy? Come on, just don't be shy, bro. So I went out to gather more food to encourage them to mate, and it did happen. They started mating. The baby was so cute, but I realized that these guys needed more food. So I quickly gathered potatoes, being technoblading these potatoes, bro. And I thought these guys eat potatoes, but they don't. Anyways, they made another child. And this one is cuter than the other one. I'm not racist. I noticed that the villagers were growing fast, so I extended the house to welcome the newcomers. I finally opened the house. It was extended. Everyone was happy. There was a strange guy, by the way. Strangers are one thing, but they must not bring pets. Get out! Die! Die also! Die as well! Oh damn, I scared the kid. I'm not doing that in front of the kids, bro. I realized again that this house wasn't gonna be enough. So I quickly head out, chopping some wood. I was planning to make some fences to fence around the village. So, it took a bit of time, but in the end, I was able to manage. It was worth it. Really, it was. Wow. The villagers can't escape now. And now I finally released the villagers. The place looked a little bit ugly, so I quickly put some beds, then started to take out all the rubble in this place. And as you can see, the village is repopulated, so I completed the second task. Now I had a new goal, get enchantments from librarians. I went out to gather more sugarcane, because I needed it. Okay. I was gonna use a boat, but I remember something from the challenge. So I ended up using this method instead. It was very terrible, but I made my way and found sugarcane. I planted it so I can never do that again. I made a lantern and employed 2 librarians. One of the librarians gave me protection 4 enchantment, which I can use on my armor, and the second one gave me a sharpness 3 enchantment, which I can use on my sword. But they were so expensive, so I went out to gather some stuff to sell. Gathered a lot of wood. I gathered and clay and went back to the village to trade more. I mined up like 18 stacks of wood. I then made a stone cutter because men's guys are cheap, so I sold all my clay and made a decent buck to trade some enchantment books and enchant my gear. My gear was now enchanted. I was so happy, boys. This was the time. I then sheared some sheep for some wool so I can make beds for the villagers. I don't know, I was bored. But look at this transformation, boys. Check this out. I went from this to this. Looks like a beehive. This should be the thumbnail. Anyways, screenshot. Now I have everything I need. It's time for the end bell. quickly sorted out my inventory, gathered some beds.
Give me my beds. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna miss this place, bro. I made a lot of memories here. I spent like 10 days in this place. So I'm gonna miss this place. Anyways,
Paul Sneeze, a Minecraft YouTuber, sets on an adventure to find the stronghold. Will he ever make it in time? Subscribe to Toll Sneeze to find out!